Well, hello there, everybody. Drae here, and today we're going to climb to the top of a mountain or die trying, because we're going to be playing Insurmountable once again. Now, more specifically, this is the 2.0 version, which has totally reworked the game, and it is a lot different since when we last checked it out. So yeah, I did check out the original release of this game about a year ago and absolutely loved it, and Daedalic, the people behind it, actually reached out to me to sponsor an episode on this new 2.0 version, so I want to thank them for supporting the channel. And yeah, we're going to see what has changed today in this awesome survival mountaineering experience. So there's a little bit of a deeper storyline now. The three characters in this game find themselves in a time loop now caused by this research station. So we now kind of have a hub where we can actually choose missions. In the original game, you basically just had to climb one mountain, go to the next mountain, go to the next mountain. Now the mountains are also randomly generated, and there's different types of missions you can do on every mountain. Now, I did do one mission on mountain one. It was essentially a tutorial, and now we're on investigative journalism. There are rumors of a journalist wandering in the mountain. Find him and use the investigative skills to find a way out of the time loop. As I said, yeah, there's a whole time loop storyline going on where these mountaineers are trying to figure out a way to get out of it. We also now have an inventory system. Before, we just went from mountain to mountain and we kind of kept our same backpack inventory. Now you got to be a little more strategic on what you want to bring. I think for this first mountain experience, the tent is extremely useful, so I'm going to bring that. We only have 50 capacity. That took 30 of that, of course, so a very big piece of item. I think oxygen bottle might be the safest idea. We don't go into the death zone very often on the first mountain, but I feel like I can deal with everything else by just looking around and looting. If not, well, we'll die and we'll try again, I guess. So yeah, we're going to confirm that for equipment, and I think I can also get one upgrade from my first mountaineering experience. I have the scientist and journalist locked, unfortunately, but yeah, we have the adventurer unlocked, and I can choose one of these. Sorry, actually, I can choose two of them. I thought we were starting from the top, but no, indeed, the bottom. So energy, oxygen, or body temperature. Now, being that we're on the first mountain, energy, I think, is the biggest thing. Definitely later on, I will want to upgrade my oxygen, because as the mountain gets more high, the death zone's a lot longer. But for right now, energy has been my biggest issue, so I think I'll get that. And should I get body temperature just to play it safe? Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna do that. As insane as that sounds, because I do have the oxygen tank, so we should be hopefully okay for oxygen. Worst case, we can reset our skill points as well, which is kind of nice. All right, so I think we're pretty much ready to go. So we're gonna go to the first mission. Well, technically second mission, but the first mission that you're seeing here. It looks like we can we actually choose all these? Oh, we can. Interesting. I thought we had to choose this one because of the red backpack. So definitely these two missions will unlock the other two characters, the journalist and the scientist. I feel like they're going to be a little bit harder. So let's start off with a scale summit mission just to see if we can make it to the top. And yeah, I just want to simply climb a mountain right now. So yeah, it's looking like we have normal weather on this mountain, cold nights, unfortunately, and thin air. Great. Breathing is harder. So not very lucky with the environment, but at least we got normal weather, so we don't have to worry, hopefully, about too many storms. All right, we're gonna start this mission, and yeah, hopefully we can make it to the top and back down. That's the ultimate goal. All right, and here we are at the base of the mountain. Now, if you've never seen this game before, the mountains are randomly generated and they are hex-based. So it's essentially kind of like a turn-based game, but one of the most unique ones I've ever seen. There's different types of terrain. Some can be more dangerous than others, and there's a lot of unlocks we can get along the way. So that exclamation mark means something might happen if we try and go over that. So we might try and take a different way to get there. Rock should be a little bit safer. We still run the risk of running into things, but if you play around enough, you can kind of figure out a good way to go. And let's go get whatever this may be over here. I obviously want to stay around the base of the mountain for a while and hopefully collect some items. That way we can utilize them as we go higher up. Bad things can happen with these random events too, though. But we got a saddlebag. I don't think anything bad's going to happen here. I find some herbs in the saddlebag. That will up my sanity, but oddly enough, lower my health. I guess it's a dangerous herb. I should also mention these are all the things we have to deal with. We have sanity, we have body temperature, we have energy, and we have oxygen. As I said, we won't have to worry about oxygen until we get a little bit higher up. This is actually not a very large mountain, it looks like, so we might not even need to worry about oxygen at all. I do not know. Okay, these little bouldery rocks do run the risk of getting some damage on me, so I'm going to take some extra energy and go around just to play it safe. The yellow exclamation marks, so you really don't have to worry too much, so I probably will run into them sooner or later. It's the red ones you really want to worry about, because bad things will happen all the time. Half buried in the ground, you find a weathered stone plaque. It seems to be old, very old, in fact. Oh, okay. You know what? This is great because I'm right by a sleep zone, so I don't have to use my tent. If I do want to gain some energy, so let's dig it up. I'm morbidly curious. As you're digging it there with your bare hands, your gaze falls on the characters etched in the stone. Some kind of writing system. You regret that you were unable to read the characters. There must have been a civilization here a long time ago. Yada, yada, yada. We got some fur gloves, as well as we upped our sanity and more XP. I should mention there's also a level up system in this game. We are a very low level right now. That's great that we got some gloves, though. So we can put those on, and that's obviously going to help with body temperatures, so all good. Looking at my environment and equipment, yeah, I got a new fur gloves attribute, so that's good. I wonder where my stats are. I forget where I can look at those. Oh, I didn't actually know that. I should mention, you know, it's been a while since I last played, but I guess you gain skills on every mountain, so you start off as a low level. That's actually kind of cool, so I did actually lose all my skills from the first mountain that I crossed. So I think what I'm going to do right now is actually just take a short break at this camp zone. Sometimes camp zones can have other things as well, so we might try and look for something. So yeah, there's a faint shimmer of light in the cave. That could be a bad or good thing. Let's follow the light. I'm morbidly curious. You realize that it's coming from hundreds of fireflies. Fascinating. Indeed. Upped my sanity again. Don't really have sanity issues, but that's great. And we can still sleep in here, so good. All right, so perfect. Sleeping briefly almost maxes out my energy, so that's great. The only downside is it's going to be nighttime when we wake up. That means we will run into some cold issues. But again, I'm not too worried about this first mountain, so hopefully we can actually start making our way up after we deal with this level up, of course. Reduce time when moving. Whenever you use a consumable item, you get some body temperature. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I think I'm going to do reduce time when moving, though. So there's our first skill for this mountain. Perfect. And I have a decision to make. Which way do I want to go? I should also mention, I love the way this camera works. You actually can't look up the mountain to kind of strategize your paths very well. There is skills that you can unlock that can make you look out further. But if you think about it from a realistic perspective, you're not going to see up the mountain very far. So I love that this game kind of has that with its camera angle. It's very hard to gauge where you can go, and there's definitely a lot of dead ends. All right, so we're gonna make our way to the right here, only because we have an event here, and hopefully it looks like we can get up. There's definitely some more loot over there as well. So yeah, hopefully this was the correct way. All right, anyone home? You catch a scent on the wind, burning wood. You follow your nose behind some rocky peaks. You discover a patched, dingy looking tent. So there's a campfire there too. Obviously somebody was here. I could just be a jerk and search. Being that we're probably not going to run into sanity issues, I want to survive this mountain, goddammit. I'm going to steal some stuff. Why not? Hopefully we find something. You find a fur pouch and rummage through its contents. It turns out to contain some provisions. Who could they belong to? And would the owner be willing to share them with you? You wait a while, but no one returns to the tent. All right, so we're actually taking a whole tent. That is the best thing I could ask for. Now I pretty much don't have to worry about running out of energy. I can sleep wherever I want with that tent. So major upgrade there. Definitely worth it to be a jerk sometimes, I guess. Okay, and another loot zone. Oxygen bottle. Is it just going to give me an oxygen bottle then? As you climb a crevasse in a glacier, you see an oxygen bottle together with an oxygen mask buried under a thick layer of ice. The bottle seems to be intact. Well, oxygen's good to have, so I'm gonna waste some energy here and try and get it. You can barely feel your fingers anymore, but that doesn't stop you. Yada, yada, yada. We got our oxygen tank. So we have two of the most useful items and double of that. We definitely don't have to worry about oxygen or energy anytime soon. All right, and after this risky climb here, hopefully nothing happens. I am going to take a break because, as you can see, my energy is pretty much done. And, well, we have lots of tents, so we may as well utilize them. So we're going to sleep long into the day, gain some body temperature and energy, which is really the only things we have to worry about right now. All right, and you generally want to move around in the daytime anyways. It's a lot easier. Okay, I thought this was the top of the mountain. I was like, this is going to be an easy mountain. No, we are on the first peak. As you can see in the distance, we have a long ways to go. I really wish I could see over this, but that's kind of the point of this game, to be difficult. Thank God we had this one hex pathway. We would have to go all the way around. It's not a huge detour, but definitely something that isn't the best. And unfortunately, I got unlucky, and we have a crevice. We have to decide we either want to jump across or go around. I am not risking it this low on the mountain. Let's go around and save our health for later. All right, now that we're over here, we can hopefully see some good unlocks. We actually haven't been getting too many unlocks. I actually like nighttime for seeing these things. They glow. We have a tent zone up there. I don't think I'll make it there. Let me actually see. So if we click that and then click that, I actually will make it there, and we can grab this on the way, so that's perfect. We're just gonna stop all along and grab all these things. All right, a shrine. An old woman sits in front of a crooked hut. She wears a friendly, toothless smile and motions to you to sit down with her to recharge your strength. So I can either get warmth or health. Obviously, I haven't had to deal with health yet, so we're gonna get some warmth. Thanks, old toothless lady. Another shrine. You sit down and relax. A pleasant warmth slowly fills your body. You touch the stone with your hand. It's warm. So warm that the ice and snow around it is melted. All right, so we can gain more warmth for sanity. Again, we're totally fine. We're still at the base of the mountain, more or less. So getting these really isn't that useful, but I definitely want to keep collecting things if I can, because there could be an area of this mountain where there's basically nothing. Oh, I found some stone circles. It looks like an ancient ritual site. I'm going to run out of pretty much all my energy if I stay here. I'm also risking my temperature a lot right now, so we're going to have to find something. Silent witness of an ancient ritual lost culture. Did nature do this to them? Or were they destroyed by other humans? You're not sure. Something will eventually rise from these ruins, such as the circle of life. You are about to move on when you spot a twinkling beneath the monoliths. You move closer and discover some equipment you can put to good use. Oh my god, an oxygen mask. Okay, now I really need something for warmth, though. This is the only thing I don't have, and as you can see, it's getting quite low. Oh, it's so tempting to search through this tent that I found. Unfortunately, that's going to make me a lot colder, though, so I think I'm going to not do that this time and play it safe. I want to sleep right now to hopefully gain a little bit of body temperature. All right, and we are on the final peak now, I think, unless this drops down beyond this thing. So far, we haven't done anything too stupid. We just got to really worry about my body temperature. Everything else is fine. Oh, a St. Bernard. Obediently sits at my feet. You notice a harness on its back. There is a bag strapped to it. Search that bag. Please give me something warm. Holy crap. All right, I'm getting everything but warmth. Oh, I thought that was oxygen tanks. That's what I needed. That's perfect. Wow, this first run is truly working out very, very well, and I am not complaining with that. Another level up as well. Let's go for experience gain. Let's get some more upgrades quickly. I think that's a good idea. Uh-oh, death zone. Here we are. The air is thin and your breath is heavy. You've entered the death zone. All right, so now we're going to start running into oxygen issues. I have to choose what I want to get as an upgrade as well. Well, being so far that my whole strategies have been taking it slow, let's do that as well, and we get a decreased oxygen loss for a longer time. Wait, do I need something that decreases the oxygen loss, though? Wait, actually, hold on. I forgot I had the mask that I can put on, so let's put on that mask, and I guess that was a really good upgrade, considering I have the mask. Well, we found a religious shrine as well, so we can do energy or health. Obviously, we're full health, so we're going to do some energy here. And look at that. We're almost at the top. I think I got to go around this left side, though. I mean, I could climb this massive structure over here. There's not many upgrades, though, so I'm going to take the... Well, I don't know. There's a lot of rockiness over on this side, too, and there's not many upgrades. I mean, it's dangerous regardless of the way I go. I think I'm going to go... Why do I have to go around? Can I not get through over here? I guess all these rocks are in the way, so I'd have to go all the way back down and up. Yeah, I guess we're going this way. Oh, looks like we got our first storm. Oh my god. I didn't realize I had to go all the way down this as well, and I just had a random event happen. Great. All right, there's an indigenous man below me waving his arms frantically. He's trying to tell you to hurry. Many of the rocks are loose and in danger of plummeting to death. Does the indigenous man want to kill me or not? I'm going to go quickly and listen to him. Oh, great. I twist my ankle. Great. Thanks, indigenous man. I now have an effect. Plus 30% energy cost on all terrain. So now I'm gonna have to stop and sleep soon here. Is there any sleeping areas? I don't think there is. So I'm gonna have to use my tent and lose more oxygen. Man, that sprained ankle is just using my energy. Oh god. I didn't even make it back up. I had to go down this cliff face, and as you can see, I am out of energy. We are not going to risk climbing sleep deprived, so we're going to sleep long and waste more oxygen. Thankfully, we have those tanks, so I don't think we'll run into an issue. It's not going as smoothly as I thought it would, though. And great, now my visibility is absolutely awful. I should not be going out right now, but I'm not going to... Well, should I sleep twice? That's actually not a bad idea. Only because I have the other tent. And then I can sleep to the daytime, and hopefully I can actually see. This might have been a stupid idea, but I feel like that was my best decision because I do not want to go out in a snowstorm. And I think my sprained ankle's gone now, so hopefully we shouldn't use as much energy. So yeah, sleeping was probably the best option there, just because of my sprained ankle debuff. All right, there's loot here. Oh, I have to go around? Really? That's not connected? Oh, yeah, because of the snow here. All right, well, I don't think we're getting that loot, but we have to go this way anyways. All right, and the final climb to the top. Look at how much we did. What a great experience for my first mountain. We got really lucky with the loot. That is for damn sure. And there we go. We made it to the top. Well, that's only halfway done, obviously. We got to get back down as well. Oh, wow. I actually gained a lot of stuff up here, though. I didn't even know I gained stuff at the top, so that's convenient. I don't know how you gain oxygen, but okay. And there is base camp. All the way back pretty much from where we started, except on the other side of the mountain. Great. Level up. I think I'm going to take it slow once again. Let's stack these things. Because I feel like it's a really useful skill. So yeah, I'm gonna do that again. All right, and I don't see many upgrades this way, so we're just gonna try and make our way down and get out of the death zone as quickly as possible. Man, this is some rough terrain though. Look at how much energy I used just to get here. I would fall off this cliff if I go that way. So I'm wondering if I should go through this way. I can't, because this is a no-go zone. Oh man, I have to go around the dangerous way. This is not an easy cliff face to deal with. Oh, wait, I forgot my tea. All right, we're definitely going to use that tea to get over this hellhole right here. Or sorry, not the tea, the canned food. I don't have temp issues right now. Unfortunately, I did give my one canned food away. So this really isn't going to help too much. That's unfortunate. I'm still going to have to likely use my tent, but at least I got over the really difficult part. They used a crap load of energy. That's the great thing about this game. There's so much strategy when it comes to terrain. Like, each terrain uses a different amount of energy. So I mean, you could either rush this game or really think about it. Okay, being out of the death zone totally changes the game. A lot easier to deal with now. I think I use less energy as well, which kind of makes sense because it's not as hard to breathe. So that's good. What do we have here? A limestone cave. All right, so there's a trickling sound and it leaves me calm. So yes, it just upped my sanity and I got a lot of XP for that actually. So that was definitely worth it. All right, we're just going to work on energy only because we're almost at the end. So we don't really have to worry about temperature anymore or anything. And energy is going to be the only thing that really helps me right now, I think. Because, well, it's still pretty far away, but we are slowly getting there. It's actually not that far at all, as you can see. We just got to go down this little cliff face here. That was as good of a run as I've ever had in this game. This is a seriously difficult game, and I'm so glad we got the loot we did at the start of this mountain, because I probably would have had a much bigger issue without that extra tent. I have defeated my first, aka second mountain. You didn't see the first, though. There we go. Back into the time warp. And we get all of our upgrades here as well. All right, so the last mountain, I only got one upgrade, which was for character proficiency. Hopefully we can get... Oh, I didn't actually use as many items as I was hoping for. So yeah, these ones are harder to get. Wow. Almost got environment. Got a lot more terrain, though. And oh, there we go. We actually did get characters. So now we can get some upgrade points for all three of our characters. Obviously, we only have the adventurer right now, but when we get the other ones... we can spend those points as well, which is pretty cool in my opinion. How can this be? Just seconds ago, you were still on the mountain, and now you're suddenly back in the strange station. The mysterious stranger is here too. As though she was waiting for you. Wait, I didn't know there was a mysterious stranger. The stone brings you back here as soon as you hear the siren and the timer sets. I think it just returns to its place of origin. You should know that we are in a former research station where experiments with gamma rays were conducted. Apparently, they wanted to create a gigantic electromagnetic force field. The entire island was essentially a restricted area. Hardly anyone knew it existed. But something went wrong, some sort of breakdown. The electromagnetic radiation that was released caused countless anomalies throughout the mountain range. Ultimately, they must have triggered the time loop. Time only moves normally in the station, maybe because it was the location where the anomalies originated. I don't know. Anyways, I found the glowing stone in the room next door. It's all that remains of the experiment. So a little bit of a backstory here. All right, and with that mountain pass, we have 200 more. I think, what should I get? Being that body temperature was actually our biggest issue and we've been working so much on energy, I think body temperature would make the most sense here. So we're going to unlock sprint. But I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this. Honestly, it's one of my favorite indie games in the last couple of years. I just love how unique this is. Very fun, very unique turn-based game. And yeah, if you want to know anything more about it, I'll have links at the top of this video's description. Thanks once again for all your support, guys. Thanks for watching and liking, and I'll see you in the next one.